Netflix announced that they're gonna have season 2 of a series that they made during the 2022 season that just follows like 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. And during the 2022 season, they were following 3 quarterbacks: Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota.
Body is down.
Let's not talk about Marcus Mariota. And they recently announced that they're gonna have season 2 that will follow Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, and Kirk Cousins. Look at these names. Who's the person that sticks out the most? Kirk fucking Cousins. Oh my God. What the fuck? What are they gonna do with the disastrous season that Kirk Cousins did with the Falcons? I literally made 4 videos about second half of the Falcons season, and they were really entertaining to make, but they were also very frustrating because let's just talk about like statistic wise about Kirk Cousins with the Falcons last season.
Big Kirko wakes up dripping like this.
Also, I just want to throw it out there before the video starts. Now, we lost a 5th round draft pick due to Kirk Cousins saying that he was talking to the Falcons one day before it was actually legally allowed. So yeah, just not even because of like his performances on the field were kind of terrible. He actually made us lose a draft pick too. So this team fucking sucks. He only played 14 games. He got benched for Michael Penix Jr. because he started playing like absolute dog shit. He threw for 18 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. Most of those interceptions came in during like his last like 4 starts, which includes him throwing 4 interceptions to the Chargers, and one of them was probably one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen in my life. I am so happy my friend did not convince me to go to that game because he's a Chargers fan. If I would have saw that in person, I actually would have stormed the field. No bullshit, not even joking. Kirk Cousins has come out and talked about what exactly happened, especially about the rapid downfall that happened. Kirk came out and said that he injured his right shoulder and right elbow during the New Orleans Saints game in week 10.
Fumbler recovered the ball.
Jeez, just bull rushes him.
I'm not gonna lie, he actually got fucking slammed.
First time out.
It's like, oh my God, his elbow actually like went inside. That is crazy. The slow-mo is actually insane. I understand why he got fucked up for right after and why the downfall happened, but still, I still have problems. I against the Saints got hit pretty good in my right shoulder and elbow, and from there kind of dealing with that was something I was working through and just never really could get it to where I wanted it. I understand if he was injured, okay? There's a question that now I have. Was he hiding the injury? Are the Falcons just this incompetent? Are they just meant to just fuck with me for the entirety of my life? This isn't even like the worst thing they've ever done that I've ever like witnessed the Falcons doing. This is an entirely weird situation. He was listed on the injury report leading up to week 11 against the Broncos, where what's his name? Bo Nix fucking looked like Tom Brady. We made him look like the greatest quarterback of all time. He was on the injury report for a right shoulder and right elbow injury. The reporters asked him about it. They're like, oh, hey man, are you like 100% ready to go? You know, like asking a genuine question because this man got a fat ass contract. Kirk Cousins said that he was 100% healthy and that it was a clerical error.
Yeah, I'm good. That was a bit of a clerical error because we had walkthrough. And so when you walk through, they don't really know what you could have done or couldn't have done. If we had had a full speed practice, I would not have been on the report because I would have done everything. So you're 100%. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Oh my God, this dude was bullshitting. This dude was bullshitting out of his mind. It does not make sense. What the fuck? Kirk was actually faking it till he makes it. He was not getting benched for Michael Penix Jr. He said, fuck that. I am playing through this injury. Oh my God. And there's a part of me that really respects that. It's like that dude's arm, he had to have been like injecting horse tranquilizer on the low. Oh my God. If you look at the stats again, and you look at the passer rating for every game that Kirk Cousins played, you can clearly see where he started playing like actually dog ass. It 100% has to do with the injury. But the problem is, this is my problem when people talk about sports and everything like that. Yeah, stats are really good, but you also have to at least to do the eye test, which I like doing because I don't think stats really tell the entire story. And that's why I have difficulty making sports videos. The eye test with Kirk Cousins, yes, he might have been dealing with an injury, but he was making some of the dumbest fucking mistakes ever. It's like, look, I'm coming back to the Chargers game because that was so fucking dumb. It just does not like register. I don't care if he was injured. I don't care if his arm was fucked up or whatever. There's no fucking way a person that's been in the league for however years that Kirk has been, what, like 10, 11 years or some shit? He's an old ass veteran in the NFL. There's no fucking way a person that has played that long in the NFL throws that interception against the Chargers into triple coverage when he could have just fucking tossed it to Bijan and Bijan probably would have ran into the end zone. And here's another question I had. Where was Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot during this? Did they not know he was injured? What was happening? It has come to light, which I think they are actually bullshitting at their ass because there's no way they didn't know. They both said they didn't know Kirk was struggling with an injury. Raheem Morris said, I was there. I watched this practice. I watched us go through the process. So I felt the same way I feel about it now. We put the best person out there in order for us to try and get a win every single week. And that was the decision that was made.
Oh my God.
I think Raheem Morris is capping out of his ass. Whether he accepted his fate and was like, yeah, this season is cursed. We're just gonna see how this goes. And it got to a point where he ultimately said, okay, I cannot keep putting Kirk out there because one, the fans are actually gonna storm the fucking field, and two, we drafted a quarterback too. And Terry said he was on the injury report that 1 week. When a player is injured, we put him on the injury report, and that's the only time he was on the injury report. I actually really have no idea what is happening. I hate this team so bad. No good shit ever comes from the Atlanta Falcons. It is actually insane. It really makes me question whether I should actually go into like a religious experience and try to find out why am I cursed like this. There's also that question of what is happening with Kirk Cousins with the Atlanta Falcons. Is he going to stay with the Atlanta Falcons, or are we just going to keep him as like the most expensive backup quarterback in NFL history? In my opinion, Kirk is probably gone. The only problem is he kind of holds all the cards because we, for some fucking odd reason, with his 4-year, $180 million contract, which I think we can exit out after the second year, which is after this year, we added a no trade clause, so he kind of holds all the cards on where he wants to go. And according to a Sports Illustrated article that I read, Kirk is trying to avoid what happened with the Falcons when the Falcons drafted Penix. He had no idea the Falcons were going to do that. I had no idea the Falcons were going to do that. Falcons fans had no idea they were going to draft a quarterback in the first round. There's this one video of these Falcon fans in like a Twitter space, and they reacted as this is how I reacted, honestly.
What the? Fun on not touching down at the bins, bro. I swear to God, boy. There is no way they just did that, bro.
The Falcons fan base is one of the funniest fan bases ever. I love the fan base. It's just, I hate the team, but I love the people that support them. Because I mean, everyone was fully backing Kirk Cousins for this season. I mean, the vibes were really great when we were 5-2 or something like that. And then the vibes just fucking collapsed really badly. But yeah, going back to the Sports Illustrated article, he's going to most likely wait after the NFL draft to see what teams have drafted like a quarterback. The only team that makes sense as of right now is the Cleveland Browns. Please, Cleveland.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Take them. Kirk Cousins is an incredible quarterback. The Falcons need to hire me, and I will sell Kirk Cousins my goddamn self. Kirk Cousins is an incredible quarterback. But all jokes aside, I feel like that second half of last season is what is really going to make it hard to actually get rid of him. I see no way where we can actually have like a decently good team because Kirk's contract kind of fucks us up really badly. The Falcons are not going to do well. Or like they're just not. It's going to have to depend fully on Michael Penix. I hate that we put this dude in this situation. The defense is still pretty ass. We're just gonna have to just shoot it out with teams. Penix is literally gonna throw 50 touchdowns to even make it to the playoffs. I fully expect like a 7-10 season again. Unfortunately, I have no hope, so I'm keeping my expectations really low. That's the end of the video. If you liked the video, you could drop a like. You could dislike the video if you're one of Kirk's biggest defenders on planet Earth. Bye.